We're at the Valentine Park at the Emerging Matildas Championships 2025. Young girls performing for the state from their respective clubs and teams to win this lovely championship. And we're very fortunate to have one of the old stalwarts of Blacktown, the former mayor of Blacktown and now a member for Blacktown, Stephen Bali. Stephen, thank you for coming today.
Thanks for having me, Rajiv. It's great to be at the great football tournament.
What a great tournament. It's day 5 of a 6-day tournament. And look at the crowds that have come. Look at the teams and how well they've performed, these young girls.
Well, it's absolutely fabulous to see so many, not only the parents coming out here, but the locals coming out and flocking to see the emerging Matildas. These are the people that will probably the football players that will be cheering on in years to come when the Matildas go to the World Cup, etc. You can see that the grassroots in their beginning stages here at Valentine Park in the wonderful city of Blacktown.
Stephen, what a wonderful piece of infrastructure we've got here. I'd like you to tell us, if I'm sure you're the best person to ask, what's the history of Valentine Park? How did it all happen?
Well, Charlie Valentine was here many, many decades ago as a chicken farm and had some football, had a football field, I believe, and as well as back in the old days in the 70s, etc. Where some of the players stayed over as they played here and developed their soccer skills. And what the Valentine family decided to donate some of the land to build a home of football New South Wales and dedicated after his name. And what a wonderful home that we have here today.
Wow, I think
from a chicken farm to a football field. Yeah,
and the fact that it's in Blacktown, in this beautiful suburb, wonderful people around from all parts. We've got a team from Malaysia actually in here.
Well, it's the first time they've got an international team. Malaysia has come here, the under-15s and 16s girls. Football in Malaysia has been developing well, and then in the last couple of years, the football for the girls has really come along, which is really good to see. And from them to get the experience to play so many games against the various state teams here, and they've won a few games and been challenged in quite a few. So it's great to see an emerging nation like Malaysia doing so well here in Blacktown, and obviously last week down in Melbourne, the boys, the Emerging Socceroo tournament was down there.
Now, Stephen, I'm going to ask you this maybe awkward question, but living in the hills, there are no stadium-like facilities that we have, and yet in Blacktown, you've got the most amazing stadiums. What's the secret behind this? How come you've got all these beautiful stadiums?
Look, I think it's not a matter of pitting one area against another. I think the hills recently, the state government has invested, I think in Memorial Road is a big football rugby league facility they're building there. Blacktown's always been a sporting city for decades. That we've always really focused on how do we accommodate all sports, not just football. We've always had this goal that if it was in the Olympics, it's got to be here in Blacktown somehow.
And you've got baseball, you've got cricket, you've got this, you've got tennis.
At Centre, we've got about 16 courts out there. All the different pickleball. The martial arts is actually, they believe, I remember seeing a stat years ago that said per capita, Blacktown had the highest number of martial artists, which is also good. Athletics, we've had some athletic heroes that come in. Debbie Suzumenko, Australia's hammer thrower back in 2000 Olympics, came from the local area in Doonside. So it's really good to have all the different sports. Football, whether it's rugby league, if you look at the Penrith Panthers, about a quarter of their team come from the Blacktown League originally. So it's, and the Eels and Canterbury Bankstown, etc. We're the largest populated council in New South Wales, 4th largest in Australia. So obviously we've got a great youth population, and it's a matter of giving them an opportunity. How do we support them through reasonable facilities, some very good facilities like Blacktown International Sports Park, through to our aquatic centres? How do you mentor, support and train not only the children who are becoming our budding athletes and budding sports people, but also providing the skills for parents to know how to mentor and support their children in their goals. And especially in the times where you don't succeed? You know, how do you get that mindset to keep going and participate? We're here really from sport to actually build the child's character so they become great adults in their future and have resilience.
And we must give a big shout out to Football Australia and Football New South Wales, and in fact all the other football, all the other states that have got their football federations here, putting together this wonderful tournament, isn't it?
Well, Football Australia has done an absolute amazing job in promoting the next generation for this under 15-16 tournament all the way through to the Matildas and the Socceroos. But Football Australia and Football New South Wales understand that you don't get Matildas, you don't get Socceroos without the grassroots. So a big shout out to all the associations out there, whether it's the local one here at the Blacktown District Soccer Football Association, through to every association across Australia, all the volunteers, all the helpers that come out week in, week out to help nurture the next generation of players. So thank you for all their efforts. Well done to Football Australia and as well as Football New South Wales to put on a successful tournament.
Well, thank you, Stephen Bali. Thank you for talking to us.